Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So as you see by the title, this is renovations part 5. So I get the camera turned around and you can see what this week's progress has been. Be right back. Well, this is the past week's progress. I try to bring you guys updates every week. I don't know if I had this platform framed in or not last video. I didn't even go back and check. But I do have the platform done in here now. So you can see, and it's basically 5.5 inches off the ground. This is a 2x6 and then 5/8 on here. So this is going to be the booth in here. So there'll be seats on either side here. On this wall there'll be a seat, and on that wall there'll be a seat, and then we'll have our table in the middle here. Okay, our butcher block table, and that's going to be on an electric platform that can raise up and down, so we can adjust the table height anytime we want. So the platform is all built. I have to build the risers here for the seats, and once I get the risers for the seats built, then I can gyp-rock the walls in. Here I'm going to just not take the lath and plaster off of this. I'm just going to frame this out here, and I'm going to vapor barrier it and re-insulate this wall here. And then the ceiling up here, I've got that light temporarily wired in. So here we are here. This light switch here runs, of course, the new ceiling fan over there. And this switch here, now bear with me, I've got one of these Philips Hue lights in that's controlled with an app on my phone up there. So when it comes on, it kind of blinks a little bit and comes on. And this is on a dimmer switch, and of course it'll blink when it goes on the dimmer here, because it's a Hue light. It's really not made for this dimmer switch here. So that's all taken care of there. In the kitchen here, again, I've got that first row of pine up there on the ceiling that I wouldn't be able to get up otherwise, and I'm starting to build cabinets in here. So I've got those lights are going to come down, and we're going to put different LED fixtures in there, but these are the lights that are staying in here. And again, this is going to be in here. This is going to be the sink area, and then we got the pot lights up there, and we got the controller boxes all mounted and wired in. This box over on the end here is not tight yet. I have to basically shim the rail out back here and move this box out a little bit, which will bring it together. But all these boxes I've got mounted now. Okay, so all these boxes are mounted from the floor all the way up over here. There's a wooden box I have to build that goes in here out of wood, which will match over here, and then there'll be another one that matches on the other side. This here where the stack is going to get framed across here. So that'll get framed across and all the way up, because that's a dead space. We're not going to worry about it there. So that's what that is. Here is the basically the butcher block. We've got 6-foot pieces of butcher block to go across here for the kitchen counter, and another couple of 24 boxes that go in here with the sink mounts. And this is basically counter height now. So this is ready. This is pretty much, this is all mounted, ready to go. It hangs on these rails here. Again, this is all IKEA stuff. It goes together pretty darn good. The mounting of the rails is a little, I wouldn't say tricky, but they really don't give you any dimensions between where this rail mounts to hang this cabinet and the next rail mounts basically. And you've got to start from the base and work your way up to the top, because you need up there you need an inch space to get that cabinet to lift up and hook in and then drop down again. So what I did is I basically screwed these two cabinets together, and then I mounted this one and this one on its own. You can see here the measurements. I've mounted the base and this cabinet on its own here, and then I mounted this one together and by itself, and then they're all clamped, and then they were all like I said, they're all clamped here and they're all tied together, and then the doors will go on the faces of all these cabinets. I think we've got wood effect in here on some, and we've got white on the other. Let me just run over here quick, grab this here for you. So we've got wood faces on these cabinets. Can't really see. We're going to have wood faces, wood doors on these, and then there'll be white up here. So again, we're just experimenting with some stains and some stuff to paint the and seal the butcher block. But again, it looks like we've got a nice match between this here. I know the light's kind of bad, but we got a nice match between here and here, and then the white. And then we bring it all together. If I can get a sample here quick, we bring this all together with this for the flooring. So once I get all this built in here and stuff, then I can, and the rest of this all, again, this is all got to get ripped out. I got to build my header in here. I've got to build a wall across here, and then I can do a little bit more wiring for the microwave and the range hood. And there's corner cabinets to go up there. I've got to take down those braces up in there because they're doing nothing, and then the corner cabinet will fit. So you can see that there. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at here. Reno's part 5. And again, these are all IKEA. They go together pretty good, but they don't really give you any measurements for the distance. So I've made the measurements. You've got basically about 1/4 of an inch between the top of the rail and the bottom of the next, or the top of this box here. So the top of this box and the bottom of this rail is about 1/4 of an inch. So I started there, and then I got it adjusted kind of in the right spot where everything went together nice. And then of course you might have to do some of this shimming in here, just to, you know, take, because the wall is not, the wall is so much, well, the wall is a little bit kittywampus because it's an old house, but you might have to shim. This is only shimmed, you know, a very little bit, and this is shimmed down here just to get that to mount properly. But again, if I get the I'm almost afraid to do this for you guys, but if we get, this is the biggest thing here, if we get the level out here, so I don't know if you can see that, we're level here, and then if we get this, I mean there's stuff on top of here that doesn't really whatever, but there's stuff on top of there, but you can see that's pretty darn level here. We've got some plastic and stuff on here, but this cabinet, trust me, is level. I don't know if I can get this. I don't even know if I can get this. I don't think I can hold this in here right. If I can, but yeah, there we go, whatever, no space in it. So again, the cabinets are nice and level all the way across from there, across here. And again, like I said, I got to space out that back bracket up there, and then these cabinets will come together. But I'm not doing that because I got to get the corners hung, and then I'll push this in after I get the corners done. Well, there's Reno's part 5. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you're following along to see the problems and the pains and the successes that I've been having with the Renos. You know, I'm not even close to halfway through, but it's a big job building cabinets and getting those all together. But it's coming together, and you know, it's a project. So remember to like, share, and hit that subscribe button, and we hope to see you guys on the next one. Later. Bye now.